And just like that, here we are. Happy New Year. It is Wednesday. And of course, this is our first time greeting each other for the brand new year 2024. If you made it around to this side, well, man, let's give each other a tap on the back and let's give thanks and praise to the Most High. Never a short of beauty. We are here in the beautiful, that's our neighbors, you know, right here at DBS. So we want to say thank you to our neighbor for allowing us to use her backdrop like that. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Well, first news from our morning show for the season, for the year. So let's see what's on the headlines.
Good morning. Veteran journalist Herb Bousque is of the view that CARICOM may be the only grouping capable of bringing peace and stability to Haiti. He spoke against the backdrop of recent visits to the crisis-torn country by the CARICOM Eminent Persons Group to help craft a transitional governance arrangement there.
We have a situation where an Eminent Persons Group from CARICOM is the only entity engaged with Haiti today. Just a few months after Haiti made the headlines in world news at the United Nations, where it was such a big issue that the majority of the United Nations member states were supporting a military and economic intervention in Haiti funded by the United States, not involving United Nations peacekeeping troops, but also involving Kenyans and Caribbean.
Haiti celebrated 120 years of independence on January 1st, 2024, marking the day the country became a free republic liberated from colonial rule and slavery. The governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Antoine, has issued a call for all OECS nationals to be single-minded in the development of themselves and ultimately the sub-region.
This year has been like no other as we celebrated ECCB's 40th anniversary under the theme ECCB at 40, a year of reflection, celebration, and implementation. There have been so many highlights, including a virtual museum, lectures, inaugural ECC Youth Parliament, global conference, gala and awards, and the launch of a $2 note bearing the image of Sir Vivian Richards, the Master Blaster.
Antoine made the comments during his Christmas message that outlined the economic performance for 2023 and contained projections for 2024. Back home, police are asking for your help to find a missing 33-year-old woman from Talva, Babonneau. She is dark, slim, 5 feet 4 inches tall with short hair. She was last seen on November 20th, 2023 in Grosley. Anyone with information on where she could be should contact 456-3770 or the Criminal Investigation Department of the RSLPF in Castries. You can also contact the Babonneau Police Station at 456-4120. You can also make anonymous reports via the crime hotline at 555 and of course via the crime app. St. Lucian Gospel singer Shirley Ann Cyril Mayers has added another achievement to her resume with the launch of a charity named after her late mother. Miss L's charity has now partnered with 2 NGOs from Martinique to bring relief to the elderly, marginalized and less fortunate in St. Lucia.
Establishing this charity in honor and memory of my mother, my late mother, we've always had different events for the Christmas. We had toy drives, we had food distribution or hamper drives, and back to school supplies as well. We are very grateful that my friends from Martinique came on board to support this initiative, and we just want to continue the collaboration in meeting the social needs of people.
And that's how we end our review of the top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Well, certainly we are back on track. Thank you so much, Kendall. We now take a break. We come right back. Well, our first first feature, some of us may have made resolutions and we're trying to start that healthy journey. So, it's our hope to help to guide you in that direction as well. Our first feature, we caught up with Lily from Nature's Healthy Eats. Well, it's a bright morning and we're here and we're excited because we're here with healthiness. Let me tell you, this is something we intend to go through the new year. Well, I certainly need to take this a little bit more serious going into the new year. I am going to take this absolutely serious. So it's really, really, really awesome to have fall upon. Well, we have fall upon her. She is family around here at DBS because she drop off bread every time here for Linda. So definitely I need to get on that because I like the bread, But you know what? Sometimes the normal thing is not really what I should be doing. I don't watch a little stomach and think this is a new year. You understand? I got Lily here with me. Leona is from Nature's Healthy Eats, and she makes healthy bread. Simple like that.
And wraps.
And wraps.
And
And
granolas.
granolas.
All the good
Listen,
stuff.
we listen, all of the good stuff. Well, you see why she needs to stay close, close, close to me. Lee, how you doing, darling?
I'm good.
I
Thanks
know
for
the
having
season.
me.
This season had you really wrapped up and really
Still
busy.
very,
so
very
we,
busy.
so we definitely, we are happy that we're able to catch up with you now.
Thank you.
Tell us about your business. You're into this whole nature. Is that how it started?
Yes, so we have been operating for the past like 5 years. We started off with just wraps, and we were actually using the white flowers. And then
Aye.
from reviews from customers, persons looking for alternatives to the white flour,
Yes.
we began our gluten-free wraps.
Aye, aye,
And then we
aye.
started doing the spelt wraps, the multigrain,
Nice.
and now we are now doing the breads as well as the wraps. And I mean, this is going like crazy. Because I mean, St. Lucians, we have always had the issue of diabetes. And I saw that that was one of the issues with the bread that we consume. There is an
Right.
overconsumption of a lot of white flour,
flour,
which
yes.
contributes, it's very high in carbs, and it causes a lot of issues for diabetics.
Right.
So we have given some alternatives like the spelt and the gluten-free, the keto, which is very,
Tell
very
me about
healthy.
that.
So with the keto, it has no carbs,
Okay.
and the body basically regulates its sugar levels by burning fats naturally
Right.
through a process called ketosis.
Right.
And our the flours that we use in our keto breads and wraps, they help with that. So a lot of our clients and customers are diabetics, and they have seen so many good results by the sugar levels being regulated very well.
Wow.
So
Oh,
yes,
well, here
yeah.
you are now. You started off just trying to make some wraps and just trying to put a little business in place for yourself. And here you are now contributing to the health
Health
of the country.
Indeed.
Is that a big mandate for you? How heavy is this on you?
It's a lot, and I welcome the opportunity and the challenges that come with it, because I see there is a need for us to move towards a healthier lifestyle in solution that improves our productivity as a people. I
Absolutely.
mean, if we're not healthy, we're not able to go out there and do what we have to do for our families and for our country as a whole. So I take this mandate very serious, and I pride myself this business and those who continue to support us. And in the background, there are lots of persons in the background who make this possible.
Right.
Health is our mandate,
Right.
and that's
Well,
what we're willing
that's
to
the
share.
health side of things, but at the end of the day, it still is a business.
Business,
How
yeah.
challenging is it on the business side of things? Because a lot of us are still not yet really into the, like you said, the mindset change is not
Yeah.
there yet. So trying to convince persons still that hey, this is the better option, this is the way to go. Has this been proven to be a challenge, or maybe your challenge may not be that, but now that everybody is getting on board,
Yes.
in terms of your capacity, you now have to
Yes.
expand, don't?
Definitely. COVID has created an opportunity for persons to see the need to be healthier. And I find post-COVID, persons have really become very health conscious.
Right.
And they have really bought into it. Our
Okay.
issue, like you said, is capacity.
Capacity.
So we
Wonderful.
are getting the support from
the
the
public.
Ministry of Commerce, and we're getting a lot of support. So we are trying to transition to make the breads, wraps, and granolas, and even more of our products, because I've been speaking to Linda a lot, and she is very health conscious,
Right.
and she has given me some recipes and whatnot that we will be getting
Linda's
out in the
known for
public
that.
very soon.
There's absolutely known for that.
So-
Well, we are happy. Where can we find you? How can we find you? Where can we find your bread? Where are you located? And your handles if you're on social media.
Okay, so we are at Egadlands, but our breads are available at Massey and CPJ, the Gourmet, Rodney Bay, and Sunny Acres. And at Healing Foods, you could get our wraps. Or
Oh,
you could
lovely.
purchase directly from us.
Very well.
The granolas as well.
Right.
Yes, and
What's
we're
your number?
available on social
Right.
media, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And we also have an active WhatsApp page where you could just send us your orders and we deliver to you. We do deliveries through Castries and Grozile. We're trying to reach out to our South
Yes.
customers very soon.
Wonderful.
So our contact number is 520-5966.
Wonderful. And your Nature's Healthy. It's
It's
on Instagram.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Lily, thank you
Thank
so
you
very
for
much.
having
It was
me.
awesome. It was well worth the wait. All the best. Yes, love.
right.
Oh,
Thank
wonderful. And
you.
you'll definitely be hearing from me a lot more, innit?
right.
Wonderful. Our second feature, there's this young man, and you know we like creating that platform where we, give people an opportunity, for their growth and their development. But there's this young man who, you probably run into him from time to time in the heart of Castries on Chisel Street selling those pest control stuff. So we wanted to find out a little bit more about him and his business, so we caught up with him. Well, we're in the heart of Castries, and of course, this gentleman, if you pass through Castries on any given day, I'm sure you would have bounced into him, or he'll try to sell you some of his products. Some of you may have, like me, bought some of his products already, and it actually works for me, So I had to come back and check on Jermaine here from Eradicate Products.
Yeah.
Right, Jermaine, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up, St. Lucia?
Yeah, listen, I had to come back to you, brother, because you harassed me about a whole 2 months. I'd say, I said, let me give the youth a sale.
Yeah.
And not understanding myself when I got home with the product and I actually used it, they actually did say, they did do what you said you was doing. I
100%,
think
yeah,
I got
yeah.
the roach and,
It's very
and,
effective.
and I think I got the roach
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ants.
Ants and roach.
Ants and roach, I got that. And it definitely worked. Tell me about you, man, and tell me about the business. How long you doing this?
I've been doing this for like some years and stuff. We started like, I had a friend like was, doing that stuff too, and we like came together and stuff, and we
What made you
researched.
go into that, though?
Well, I wanted to work for myself, like, the hustle
Yeah.
and stuff and working for the hotels, you gotta try and do something for yourself because this, the minimum wage is like, it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not good enough to
yeah.
like,
feel
do
you.
stuff you want to do and you
Right.
gotta like sometimes, take a step and do something better, try and work for
Right.
yourself. That's the
So
best way
why
to
did
go.
you get into this? I mean, okay, it's one thing to
So-
decide you wanted to work for yourself. You're a
Yeah.
young man. Most people like you thinking they want to do their own thing, might go into selling stuff, might go
Yeah.
into, music, might go into something else. What made you gravitate towards
Well, it's
pest?
actually like helping out the community, to like get rid of stuff, and also like it's something a necessity. It's like an everyday need,
Right.
You gotta
So in
get,
terms
yeah.
of need, you thought that
Yeah,
would be a
demand.
lucrative
So
thing.
even if like COVID and stuff hits, they're still gonna sell and stuff. So that's
Aye,
the
aye,
main
aye. The
reason
man
to,
thinking, the man certainly
Yeah, man.
thinking. All right, so we're looking at your table here. What are some of the things that you target? We already spoke ants and roach,
got
bait
the
for that,
rats.
rats. What else?
The stuff, the liquid, well, it's for like every stuff like centipede, might tick, bed bug, fleas, roaches, all type of stuff. So this is the best quality.
You make these things yourself?
Yeah, we put it together and stuff, and yeah.
How you
insect-
know how to who teach you this? Where you learn this?
We research online. We do
Right.
the testing and stuff. Yeah, make sure it work, and we put it out. So
Right.
you
So
gotta work for
the best
sales to come
the
through.
best teaching or the
Best
best knowledge is to
quality,
make
yeah.
sure that it work.
Yeah.
You try it out.
Yeah, we
and
gotta
it worked, so you
work.
already know what time it is. So now you
Yeah,
could actually
strong
sell this
stuff.
for persons. All right. In terms of persons, how what is been the response in terms of persons and
Well, they love the product. They keep on coming back. So because it works, as long as it works, it's good to go.
what do you plan for yourself? Because this is you have a little
Well,
table.
I plan
Where you
on-
is?
yeah.
Chisel Street here. Where you
Chisel
is?
Street, in
Right.
front of small SNS. You could find me by the Methodist Church. Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
plan to grow and probably
Yeah,
find your
try
own
to
space
mix like
in the future.
yeah, some other locations and stuff, even for other countries, but slowly,
Right.
turning up and stuff. So
But,
yeah.
but let we talk. Let we dial back down now. What is it like for you as a young man?
Well, it was
Trying
hard
to hustle your business.
Yeah, hard growing up and stuff, family, you know.
Yeah.
Came from a poor family, you know, just like a lot of Lucians and stuff, you know. We came from the hard life, you know. Yeah, but the best stuff, you know, try to work for yourself. Don't just like look for the minimum wage stuff, working for people and stuff, you know.
Right.
You gotta try and do something on the side too sometimes, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about, you know, the hustle and stuff. Like the worst enemy is being lazy, you know. If you ain't lazy and you got the ambition, that's
You
the right,
definitely
yeah,
could go
yeah,
for
you're
it.
gonna
So
go
we
for
could
it.
find
Yeah,
you
so,
Chisel Street, like we said, by the small
yeah,
SNS,
small SNS,
by the Elks Credit Union,
Elks Credit
somewhere
Union.
around there.
Yeah.
You can come here and look for what's your name again?
Jermaine Trim,
Jermaine Trim,
Eradicate Products.
Eradicate Products.
Yeah,
Trust me, it works. I actually used it
100%.
and it worked. It worked,
Yeah,
it worked, it worked. All right, so
got it
check
for
out the
you.
youth, them, man.
Yeah.
You're not on Instagram or anything like that, don't?
Yeah,
Not
coming soon.
coming
Yeah,
soon. All right,
website,
so
everything. Yeah.
right, though. So we're looking for all of that in the future. But support the youth, them, man. The youth's
Yeah, man.
trying to do something for himself. Come through, support him. But more, even more so, you'll be getting products that actually works.
Yeah, big up Saint
Absolutely.
Lucia. Yeah.
Certainly. And it is Wednesday, so that means you're lucky. You got us for 3 sets. Yes, we've got 3 features for you today on the Wednesdays and tomorrow as well. So we look forward to that. But our third and final feature is Margot Thomas. Margot Thomas is no stranger to St. Lucia. We went there to cover Margot on one thing, but of course, you know, when you get to the presence of Margot, you'll end up talking about a lot of other things. So we wanted to talk about the Forgotten Park. You're wondering what we're talking about? Don't. All right. Listen, look, find out. Well, hi there. We here at Margot Thomas's home, and we here for something else, you know. But obviously, when you fall upon a lady like Margot with such wealth of history and knowledge and culture and background, you profit the opportunity to try to grasp as much information as possible. So, we're here to talk about what my camera guy recently referred to as the Forgotten Park, you know, and that is Bedo's Park. So when we heard, and he said, he made that statement, Margot, and I smiled because, you know, I'm not a St. Lucian, but it is definitely obvious that, you know, we hear about every other park. And I saw a painting or a picture with that particular park, and I said, what's this, or who is that, or where is that? And he said, that's the Forgotten Park. He didn't even remember the name. And then somebody, you know, in all of the conversation and the excitement, somebody told us what the name was. How are you, Margot?
I am fine and welcome and happy Christmas, happy New Year.
I know, right? Everything in one. You understand?
Everything in one.
Yes, certainly. Well, we're into the new year now, and we're definitely excited about that. We made it. So thank God for that. The Bedo Park, Margot. I mean, we're getting right into it now because we want a little insight as to that park. It was erected by the Venezuelans, or what's the
Okay,
history?
the history of the Bido Park is that Jean-Baptiste Bido, we need a little biographical detail on him,
right.
was born in Derisomiku, and he was a mulatto. Like Kenny Anthony and Alan Shaston and all the others, he was a mulatto.
Okay.
Yes, and he left St. Lucia and he became a sailor, a wayfarer, you know, a mariner.
Oh.
Yes, and that is basically his history. And he spent his life outside of St. Lucia. And like many patriots, when he heard about the independence, Venezuela's war of independence, you know, they were fighting to get the Spanish out.
Right.
He volunteered and he joined, you know, he joined the fighting men, you know. And eventually he became a friend to Simon Bolivar, you know, who was the main person trying to drive the Spanish out,
Right.
you know, and getting independence for the countries of South America. Wow. And this is, in a nutshell, the history of Jean-Baptiste Bido.
Right. And then how long after was the park erected in his
His
honor?
honor? Okay,
Yeah.
well, in 1983, the Venezuelans donated the bus and the cabinet of ministers decided that they would put it in that green space, you know, just behind the Constitution building just behind our parliament,
Right.
and they called it the Jabido Park.
Wow.
And in fact, they call it Place Jean-Baptiste Bido.
Right.
That's the name the cabinet called it.
Right. Margot, how much of it are we aware of? Do you think, I mean, I'm happy now we have gotten the opportunity to put it out there to our viewers. But in terms of the understanding, the recognition, how do you think we're in tune with it? What's going on here with
Well,
that?
now this is my personal opinion. I think that we have lost our way when it comes to our history. The history is not out there. So our people do not really know the history. Now, somebody may refute what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but this, as I told you, is my opinion. Because, first of all, history is not taught in the schools.
Our St. Lucian history.
Our St. Lucian history, you know? So I think this is a big problem.
Right.
But Jabat is big though. Going back to the Forgotten Park, the park is always locked. Nobody goes in there, you know?
Right.
Because a day I questioned and he said, well, we go in to cut the grass and the park
That's
is
about
locked.
it.
So people are not aware of the potential of the park.
Right.
There are no benches for people to go and sit down. Because normally when you have a park or a square, it
Right.
is like a recreational area, leisure area. People can go and sit and relax and contemplate and reflect. And I think this is the missing dimension when it comes to the park.
Right. So it's in direct relation to the Venezuelan, is it?
It
Is it something that the Venezuelans?
the Venezuelan government gave
Right.
to St. Lucia, but I do not think we utilize it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Because if the park is closed, nobody goes into the park.
Right.
You know?
What does that mean for relation between St. Lucia and Venezuela if we were to really move on that?
I think we should move on it and we should make the park more open and available to our St. Lucian people. And then they would begin to ask questions. Who is this Jean-Baptiste Bido? And what did he do? And you know, and how is it, because it is alleged that he saved the life of Simon Bolivar in 1816. He actually died on the 7th of April, 1817.
Right.
You know, so they would begin to ask questions and then would be able to help them, you know, concretize this history in their minds.
Right. Oh gosh. We have to have a whole conversation
I
on
think
history
so.
with you. We certainly will now I know where you live, so
Yes,
we'll
yes.
be back. We certainly are going to be back
Yes,
and to
yes.
talk about that. But I see you have a little leaflet here. Just
Yes,
briefly
as I
before we go,
told
what's
you.
that about?
This is an essay. I can show the camera.
Yes.
An essay by Paul Vina, and I've been trying to find out about him. I think he's Venezuelan, I'm not sure. But in it, what I like is there is the opening speech by Sir John Compton,
Right.
when on the 13th of December 1983, the ceremony was held, and there was the handover of the bus at the park.
Oh, my.
And also, Hunter Faswa was the Minister of Education. He gave a very stirring speech. So if anybody wants to read for themselves, you can come to the archives and you can have a read.
Definitely. So this is actually on Bido.
On Bido and on the day when the bus was handed over to St. Lucia.
Wow, this is great stuff. What the bus though? I'm a little confused. We gotta go, but what's the bus? What
The
is it?
bus,
Like a bus?
The bus, a sculptured bus.
Oh, like.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
I am lost here thinking. You see, even I need some training in this department. You
Yes,
see me?
the
The
bus.
bus, meaning
Yes.
that headspace, that
Yes,
thing that is erected
yes.
right there in the park. Wow, that
Yes.
is amazing. Margot, thank you for your wealth.
You're
Thank you for sharing.
welcome.
Wonderful. So next time you pass by, maybe you could make a call for them to start opening up the Forgotten Park.
Park.
Definitely.
Yes, Maureen, I agree.
Absolutely. And there you have it. We have come to the end of our first morning show for the year 2024. Catch us again tomorrow right here for another DBS This Morning.